It's a little slang term called Southern hospitality.
Let's go! 40 in here tonight!
In sports, we benefit from the hip-hop community because that's the soundtrack of our events.
So if you're gonna do the biggest event, you gotta put it in the biggest building.
It's Atlanta over everything, especially when the Saints come in.
Bounces, end zone, touchdown Atlanta.
You just saw so much culture, heritage, and respect, and just great people.
It was love. The energy was love. Love for hip-hop, love for the Falcons.
It was meant for us to be the city to do this and be in the forefront of the 50 years of hip-hop.
It's a lot of synergy in the building today.
Tired of folks, you know what I'm saying? Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and don't nobody want to hear it, but it's like this the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Y'all gonna hear us.
You gotta remember, hip-hop started in New York, and then it kind of went West Coast. But then, as Andre 3000 said, the South got something to say.
That was a call to action for everybody in the city to put 100% of their effort, energy, and expertise into this art. They say Atlanta influences everything, and like I said, we got the ball and y'all can't get y'all ball back.
Once the music industry moved here, it kind of put us on the map.
Atlanta hip-hop is a dominating force globally.
The Atlanta Falcons put on a game where they decided to celebrate 50 years of hip-hop.
We literally went out to everyone and tried to reach everyone that we could find.
To look back and say you contributed to the Atlanta music scene. I don't care if it was one song or you had 10 songs. We were all there and we were all together on one accord.
We did not plan that people would be here at 8:30, and not just people, but 40 of them would be here at 8:30. They were so excited for the day and to be together and this honoring.
Man, everybody with their jerseys on, with their names on it, man. And everybody was just so happy to be there, man.
It's worth more than money to me.
Rise up, let's go Falcons, you already know.
To have everybody under the same roof and seeing everybody, you just realize like how much music Atlanta done put out.
When you get all these different artists with so much talent and you bring them together, it just shows you the power of connectivity and love, period.
It's all about community and culture. It's all about family, embracing that family.
I'm cleaning this.
Man, I was so happy that I had a chance to take a picture with my boy Rico Wade, man. That was our last pic together, our last real convo, man. So that was just a beautiful, beautiful memory.
And I think that day, it really showed the love, man, you know, and I'm so happy he got a chance to see that. It's a trailblazer, man, like a visionary, you know. If it wasn't for him and his mom, the whole movement wouldn't even started.
You know, he's a part of that South Got Something to Say movement.
See, the South damn sure has something to say.
Thought about it, I was like, Rico was, you know, a big part of the reason why I'm here in Atlanta.
He's still with us right now, for sure. Big Angel energy. It's my dog, man.
And the picture they caught of him, Ray, and Sleepy, that's just monumental. That shot was something special. You know, they always say the good ones go first. He was the best.
We had 130 artists, and we would bring them out onto the field, and the cheerleaders would help flank them and get two lines, and the team would run through. Let's get Jermaine and Dallas at the front. That's the amount of order that we want. We want them all in 50 Falcons jerseys.
And everybody with the 50 jerseys on, I think that was monumental.
The idea was just a great idea in the first place. We're gonna round up everybody and make everybody feel that energy.
Just to get that invite of celebrate what you guys done for Atlanta was beautiful, and to get there, and it was just all of my peers, you know.
Like to go down there on that field, man, and then see the people cheering for them. Some of our founding fathers never really got that.
Their contributions help get us to where we are right now.
It will be nothing without the founding fathers of Atlanta hip-hop. Nothing.
They're jumping up and down. They've got their phones out, they're videoing. They're so excited like they are on a dance floor in a nightclub.
Man, going through the tunnel with all those artists, man, it was like we were about to play the game, man. It was just real dope.
To see all that black power out there, all them rappers, man, yeah.
My favorite moment when we out in the field and the Falcons ran out. Bijan gave me that, bro. Come on, man. And he turned around, looked at me and Rico. We was like, bro, come on, man. This is the most incredible moment. We always wanted to be on the field.
Here's Pena to the football. And he is going to hit it over the top of Rasheed's head and out the back of the end zone. And downfield, Olave, a terrific catch. Snap spot from 25, and the kick is good. Here's Carr now, wants to throw. Intercepted, Jesse Bates. He's got green grass. Striding out, Jesse. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We can use live performances to drive home field advantage where everyone is winning.
Bijan at the 5. Touchdown, Atlanta. New score in Atlanta now with 8:56 to play first half. Atlanta 14, New Orleans 6. And we take a break. Back after this.
Attention! Wow. Did you feel that?
Bone crusher.
Bone crusher.
Man, bone crusher.
Bone crusher.
Bone crusher.
Bone crusher is a different kind of performer.
We got the party in here tonight.
Per his name, he crushed it. And it really lit the stadium on fire.
Time and time again, bro. Been lightning in a big ass bottle.
Bone Crusher and I Ain't Never Scared, it's just one of those anthems where you just get hyped, you get crunk.
Literally everybody went back to their former selves wherever they were at the time that song came out.
He was actually the touchdown celebration for the fans that shifted the entire momentum of the entire stadium, especially with the team.
It was like pouring gasoline on the fire. Like every time they have somebody perform, like, I don't know if it was third down or whatever, just to do one song, it just really amped the crowd up to get everybody hyped.
So everybody remembers the Bone Crusher dance, right? So everybody like... And to see a stadium doing that, it's kind of dope. It's just the energy of the record coupled with the energy of the fans, it was a perfect marriage.
I think it just kind of speaks to who we are as a city. We ain't never scared, you know, we gonna ride or die for our team, we gonna ride or die for our city, the spirit of Atlanta.
That's always gonna be the anthem for the A. I don't care what happens. That song right there will start everything up for us.
Saints take a knee. Atlanta's going to get the ball. That's the good news, I guess, right? Falcons 14, Saints 9. Halftime coming up next.
We ready, man. We winning right now, halftime, prime time. The honcho finna go off. Let's get it.
It was the Super Bowl performance that should have been.
The biggest challenge was the roof performance, but just having artists all over the stadium, you need to make sure you're buttoned up on who's with them. Have you done sound check? Have you rechecked sound?
Huge technical challenge to get an audio feed up there with his microphone and a video feed.
We had to put him on a certain side of the roof where we had power. Had to work with engineering to figure out, okay, how can we get this as safe as possible? Again, it's going to be live, and if it doesn't work, everyone's going to know it doesn't work.
3, 2, 1, action!
9, halftime coming up next.
Me, Big Boy.
Jermaine Dupri.
Jeezy.
Quavo.
The crowd was everywhere, you know, and the energy was right.
You just saw your life flash before you at halftime during the Falcons game celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. 50 years of Atlanta hip-hop.
And then there were multiple performances. You know, you had performances on the field, then you had Jeezy did the Sky Bridge performance.
Jermaine and his legacy was So Def. You know, Dungeon Family, Big Boy, Sleepy Brown, that was something else. You know, Quavo, and then I happened to be a part of the background for Jeezy's performance over on the Sky Bridge, so that was epic in itself. So you had these kind of huge pillars at different pillars of the stadium. It was amazing.
That was the most complicated performance that we had ever done, and I would say most sports teams anywhere have ever done. They're not pulling off 4 performances from 3 different locations.
Including a location up on the roof, which has never been done before. So it was a big scale, and the challenge with every halftime is you only have 6 minutes, so we had to be on top of things to get through it.
Walking to the stage and everybody's calling our names and everything, man, it was a very beautiful moment. Something I would cherish forever.
Everybody from all different eras, like that is represented, and everybody still has significant relevance to this day. We're staples in it, and it's like, this is our city, man, we're gonna represent every time.
I think it's important that Falcons found a way to make everyone's performance a memorable moment for the fans.
You just see just in that halftime the spectrum, right, of the Atlanta hip hop community, and just to see all our fans kind of stay in their seats and be a part of that was awesome.
Top of the bird nest, excuse my language.
Kick by Groupie high and end over end, and the Falcons will scrimmage from their 25 to start this second half. Carr wants to throw, quick shot. Kamara out here on the perimeter, stepped away from Ellis. Alvin Kamara then banged out of bounds. Carr straight drop, looks side, Devakate. And it's a 45-yard try. Kick away, and it is just inside the left upright.
So they call me the mayor of the Dirty Bird's Nest. Here we are now, 3 or 4 years into the game. The Dirty Bird's Nest is a family, man. I'm talking about 900 of the rowdiest Falcons fans in the city.
Pastor Troy is a real one. He is in the Dirty Bird's Nest, and he's at every home game, every game.
And so to have somebody who's just as passionate about the Falcons as we are as just fans, and, you know, he's a fan too. And so we appreciate him so much for just, you know, being a real one, being there consistently.
Pastor Troy is the embodiment of super fandom for the city of Atlanta. He, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, Falcons fan. He'll give time, he'll give effort, he'll give back to the community. That is something he does from his heart.
You say no play in GA, it was such an anthem.
Pastor Troy has one of those hits that it just inspires you athletically, competitively. It creates energy.
It just has a unique combination of energy and connection, you know, to culture. And so to hear a song like that, again, once a beat drops for a song like that, you just already know.
The roof is about to open for the pass.
We were honored. Like, again, he's there with us. We see him on events or at tailgate, you dap him up. So to perform with him and be a part of that energy, that just means the world to us, because again, he's a part of the nest.
You can't go and have everybody else be honored in this way and not bring flowers to Pastor Troy. It wouldn't have made sense.
The Atlanta Falcons for recognizing and honoring us, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good show.
Here's Hill. Clear the box. Taysom Hill will keep it at the 10 and fumbled the ball. They scramble for it at the 5. Atlanta may have it.
Moments away. As that clock goes 3, 2, 1, 0, it'll put you over, get you hanging there. Ready for a mic check. Check. 1, 2. Yo. 1, 2. I can hear good. Down. All right, you are clear. To lower, we can belay. I don't know, have you been lowered before, belayed before?
Fast and Furious movie. When we were in outer space, I was harnessed for like an hour. So yeah.
Chris was at a Atlanta United match, and I asked him, hey, if I could get it approved internally, would you rappel down from the ceiling and perform stand up? And so of course, immediately he's like, absolutely. At that point, I'm not sure if I can get it through insurance. Like, is this, you know, are we gonna be able to afford this one?
We ended up having a call with Ludacris himself, had our stunt crew on the line, his management and us, and just talk through of, is this real? Do you want to actually go through with it? Talk through all the safety measures, the insurance, the processes, the rehearsals. He was all for it. He was excited about it. From that point, we really started nailing in on the details.
Eat your heart out, Tom Cruise.
I mean, we had him dangling there above the field. The entire time through the rehearsal, his microphone actually did not work on that Saturday. So he kind of just went through the motions. We got him down, got him back up, got him down again.
You ready? You know it. Man, I was born ready, man. That's what I do. Come on, man. Nah, I'm scared. I don't know what's about to happen, I'll be honest with you. But that's what life should be about. Stop being scared.
The entire time he was basically just mouthing the words to the song. His mic actually didn't even work till day of.
That's a lot better.
Ready in 3, 2. Every time I step up in the building, everybody hands up. Put your hands in the air. Hey! Hey! Up! Up!
First of all, I'm not coming from up there.
Oh, hell no, I wasn't doing that. No. I got too many kids, man.
I thought it was crazy.
Ludacris is crazy. You know what I mean, man?
If I thought that I wouldn't stop performing, it like, whoa, this, you know what I'm saying? I keep it club level, baby. I need a little more time to think on that one. But I'm glad he got a chance to do it.
It's only right, because it's a competition. It's a competitive sport, just like rap is. So, you know, when we in the trenches, you know, we gotta go hard.
It's one thing to do it, it's another thing to perform and do it.
Nobody knew what was going on. You looking at the screen, you're like, I know this ain't coming out the ceiling. You know, he got jams, you know what I mean?
They just did something to the vibe in there. And I swear it wasn't just the Falcons fans, but it was also
The quarterback for the New Orleans Saints was over there singing his song. And I know his boy was like, man, what are you doing?
When he stopped, like halfway down and then started performing, I think people went crazy. I mean, it wins awards.
It was on Sports Center. It was all over social media.
Man, it was already up on Instagram by the time he did it.
I'm sure he was just super excited about that moment being something that was going to be the most talked about moment. And something that was just, again, it's another piece of history. Like, nobody's ever done that before.
It was very ludicrous, right? And it's very Atlanta. And that's why we did it.
Good afternoon and welcome to the NFL playoffs. This is Larry Munson and the usual crew, and we are speaking to you, as I'm sure you realize, in the Superdome in New Orleans. This is not necessarily the friendliest place in the world to have to play today. And today in the newspaper, by the way, they had 15 reasons why they should hate the Falcons.
Too legit to quit today, baby.
Can you speak on the Falcons-Saints rivalry?
We hate the Saints. Is that enough? We really don't like the Saints. I'm gonna say it to you one more time if I wasn't very clear. I don't like the Saints.
And there's a touch of the knee. Dennis Allen will not burn the timeout, and Atlanta will win.
Come on now, it's our biggest rivalry.
The Falcons-Saints rivalry is
pretty intense situation.
There is no bigger rivalry than us.
Atlanta fans don't like Saints fans. Saints fans don't like Atlanta fans.
Look, man, I got friends New Orleans, but when football season started, we ain't free.
This rivalry runs deep, and we were in the NFC West together, came over to the NFC South together, so we've been in this thing, you know, a long time.
When we talk about like dirty South, like that's New Orleans and Atlanta.
I mean, anytime the Saints are in town, it is energy on new levels.
It's always important for the Falcons to get a win against the Saints, but it was extra important with all us rappers in there, man, because we wouldn't have been able to live that one down, Jack.
Well, it wouldn't have been not a nan hot wing dipped in blue cheese this week.
We had to win it, man. It's friendly competition, man. It's always been this way.
Personally, I knew we weren't gonna lose that game. You got Atlanta legends.
It's like they had a whole roster of rap cheerleaders, you know what I mean?
And then to win the game and beat our rival, the rival, it was wonderful.
Yeah, who that? We that. Yeah.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Yes, sir.
we started this, we wanted to do something that was reverent and appropriate for what hip hop meant in Atlanta.
It made me proud. I was raised in a city where corporate and culture can come together and, you know, show a mutual appreciation and a love and respect for one another.
Hospitality is the backbone of Atlanta. I was raised to always be happy, to be alive, to be a part of something great.
That's Atlanta. That's how we are, you know? Like, we'll always show you a good time. We'll always open the door with our arms open, like, come on in, you know what I mean? So, that's just Atlanta to me.
Yeah, this is a beautiful life right now, bro. Just for us to have a city that does embrace rap and hip hop, man, it's real motivation for the up and coming artists, man. They want to do jingles, they want to make chants for the team and stuff like that, which is great. That's what it's all about. People that really care about what's going on in the city.
As long as everybody keep their head down, keep working, and keep a mutual love and respect for one another, we could keep running this thing, man, for sure.
We got a really good concert and a really good football game, which we won. All under one roof for the price of one ticket, and we celebrated hip hop, which again, if you're under 50, it's been your whole life.
I think you'll always remember this event. Can't capture the magic like that again. So I feel like when you look back on it, you know, even 10 years from now, when they look back on it, when it's the 60th anniversary, and they say, man, look at that, that's incredible.
We have something special about this city that doesn't exist elsewhere, in that everyone truly loves Atlanta and they're gonna put Atlanta at the core. And I think that's what makes Atlanta unique, is the ability to put things beside us for the greater Southern hospitality.